Flush to his right. Able to find Higgins. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Bengals 35, Ravens 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The 46-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Now they run with Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Going deep downfield for Ross. And Burrow going to be intercepted.
You go, Ross. Go your ass back.
By the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will be out of bounds as the 3rd quarter comes to an end with an INT. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. On the return, Phillips. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
their own.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And a nice move will yield nothing as he stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 2nd down, Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Hamler now on the return. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Bengals grab it.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning out to be a pretty decent return.
A really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Why the fuck, Joe Burrow? This man in the middle of the field. How you over? Throw it. Oh yeah, bring it back. Hey, flip me. And then he ran that out.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Man, this man in the middle of the field wide open. How you overthrow to the other side of the field? Just like that.
Play action. It's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes.
I hate how they make them run like they swerve behind that shit.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Okay.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Let's go, boy. Let's go, big man. Let's go, big man. Let's go, big man. Let's go, big man. Ooh, big man. Oh, boy, Wilson. Oh, boy, Wilson.
In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. He's going deep for Brown.
Look at that video.
My goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you...
It's caught at the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 31, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. K.J. Hamler with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And they'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Let's go! 49. Ravens 42. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 11 yards there, first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go with Burrow. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. They'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's caught at the 6-yard line. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted.
Conversion is no good. On the extra point. Justin Tucker will kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference...
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
I was playing back.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil players like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, I already done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my gold yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I didn't got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, master.